Oke guys, lanjut ke game kedua ya, antara Segampang melawan Yoodo Red Giants. Boxy dikasih hero power guys ya.
To get right, they tried to jump onto Stormy there, but it was actually Ra that got off worse of that engagement.
Not only just that, burns the flicker already, so that's one safety net from the side of Segampang already eliminated, and that's juicy for Yoodo Red Giants.
Yeah, Boxy once
nice
again
banget.
Trying to punish
Sampai flicker.
Sorry, I'm Felix. That's a flicker. Okay, 4-man right in the middle.
Balik buang flicker biar gak rugi ya guys ya. Kalau dapat mah.
Segampang's aggression still there in the early game.
Yoodo Red Giants, well, we've seen what happens when they have the front foot. Now, we also saw what happens when they're on the back foot. They have the means to recover, which was what happened in game 1, and Segampang, well, are the unfortunate party that experienced that. And I think coming into the second minute, as well as the turtle spawning in a couple, or rather under half a minute, I think for Yoodo Red Giants, the focus is about getting this Julian online. Sakai's already hitting that level 4, and the same goes for Flick. So this is going to be a 50-50 fight. Now the question is, with Ra without that level 4 just yet, will they feel comfortable about going up against Yoodo Red Giants?
Yep, okay, Flick will be stepping forward just a little bit, takes a healthy chunk of damage away from Cram. And Stormy taking the long way around, but don't forget you can also wave clear very quickly up top so that Stormy gets to go to level 4. But that first death, not too sure whether he'll hit level 4. Yes, Yoodo already on the turtle pit, should be going over to them. Yoodo Red Giants for
cepet banget guys.
First turtle. Yeah, Yums wasn't
5 detik doang bejir.
At that point in time, you know, still no level 4.
Langsung pause jir. Oke guys ya, lanjut ya. Sabar dulu guys, sabar. Ih, Sakais. Nah ini guys ya, Julianto itu Kairi 100% win rate, Hades kocek 80%, Andoryu 50% guys ya. Paling buruk sih guys Andoryu guys. Set.
We spoke a lot about how Sakais has a very mean Julian in him, and Innocent on the other side, the late game. But like I said, the scaling, in my view, is slightly in the favor of Segampang, but towards the late game when he scales towards the second turtle, I think this is where Yoodo Red Giants start to take over.
To add on to that point, Aries, like I'm seeing as well, Yoodo Red Giants have a little bit more flexibility. Don't forget, their roster allows them to disengage and engage at the same time. Segampang, however, once they get engaged upon, they need to go and commit, and there's not a lot of ways for them to disengage. They can only run away with Flick. They can only run away with Run. They probably have to sacrifice Boxy.
Yeah, but Segampang, they're trying so hard. We spoke about them trying to find Innocent. They went to bot lane, couldn't really find him. Perfect position.
Lu dapat kelas mahal. Mahal banget guys itu guys.
Also damage immediately bursting down. Some Suki's right there, falling to the ground.
Yoodo Red Giants once again on the back foot. Segampang doing their best to keep up with the snowball. It's not huge, just under 1,000 in the head of Segampang. So I'm pretty sure they want to start targeting those objectives. But before they do that, they have to secure the second turtle. We spoke about Segampang's playstyle. They love this early aggressions to give themselves the lead and try to snowball once they get those 2 turtles. Well, they've managed to get one. The second one is going to be super important. This is where we start to see Segampang convert back into their usual rotations of that 4-1 that we mentioned.
Yoodo Red Giants, do they contest that turtle though? I don't think they're online as of yet. They need Innocent, they need Sakis to also start to pick up that kill. Boxy just pinning them right there at the right time, but hold on a second, that's the Barats that we're talking about in the game number 1. It's already stomping towards the turtle pit.
Okay, now starting to rotate. We talked about this. The Barats now caught into action. Does Segampang have the damage to deal with this Barats? I think at this point
class
they
Boxy.
That's also going to be a bouncing ball as well. Yums doesn't really care. Boxy stepping forward. Boxy gets caught up with all the damage. Flick tried to output the damage. Doesn't connect. They already committed by Cram. Will be able to land on to Boxy. Boxy gets Boxer down.
Balik kelas.
Of Yoodo Red Giants. Innocent stepping forward as well. Run also takes down Cram. The turtle completely forgotten.
Innocent. Wah, kelas sih guys. Sekali Raul guys.
And the turtle right here, the turtle pit. Flick taking that away. Flick will be able to also take down Sakis as well.
Bener sih guys. Ini Segampang kelihatannya bukan lawan sembarangan coy. Nah kan.
Also not only just that, picking up another double kill as well. Flick is on.
Lumayan ngeri guys ya.
That snowball is an avalanche.
perfect execution by See You Soon there. You asked, right, is it enough? Is it enough to take down the Barrage? And I said yes, because at this point, the Barrage hasn't gotten the items in. He's just managed to complete the Thunder Belt, so it's not like he's skilled into this late game monster just yet. And I think this is the opportunity, the window of opportunity for SYS to abuse. They started off by taking out Cram, and then they went for the backline. And I think it's perfect. This is what you want to do when you have a draft like a Roger, like a Nolan. You want to be constantly looking for those pickups.
Yep, those pickups really hurt you, the Red Giants, in a very bad way. Gold lead swinging in the favor of the side of See You Soon. You, the Red Giants, they just need to hold. I love the fact they called down Cram, but it's still not enough.
Yeah, it's slightly different from game one. Like we saw when Cram rotated down, it was different because there was an Arlor. The Arlor couldn't clear as quickly as Combat. But now with an Edith, the things change, right? Now Edith is kind of like the frontliner. She's way tankier as compared to
Sky
the
Piercer
Arlor.
udah diamankan oleh
It's
Flick
not
ya.
something like a final slash where you have to commit and then go into a team fight. You can always hold it off. What's really important for her is that she has the onward to act as a second initiator, but it doesn't really put her in a tough spot.
Yep, not only just that, the ultimate as well. That gives her a second life to continue fighting as well. Jokes on you. For the side of you, the Red Giants. And speaking about jokes, Boxy, that's not really funny. Just cheering for you, the Red Giants right now. Boxy jumping in, but Yums should be able to get on away. Eternal Guard stepping forward, but the members of you, the Red Giants, they don't want to commit to this fight.
Yeah, wise choice coming out for you, the Red Giants. I think even more disciplined choice coming from See You Soon not to press the issue. At the end of the day, they were here for the bottom tier 1. Now, you do Red Giants, very good adjustment to realize that and say, hey, let's just try to get the middle turret as an exchange. But Nolan's there, Nolan's gonna be able to clear that wave up.
Turtle terakhir ya.
Yep, good trades coming up. Yeah, I mean, you do Red Giants, they tried, right? But now you See You Soon, because they cracked open bottom, they have solid control of this turtle pit right here. You do Red Giants don't even want to get
Perfect
close
turtle
at
buat
all.
Flick
They need
ya.
to find wins elsewhere on the map.
And, well, fine. I think Moskov is doing the absolute right thing, right? We spoke about Innocent trying to find farm across the map, trying to find the space to get those goals, and it's immediately going top. And See You Soon, they recognize it. They know that they have crashed this Moskov, which they nearly do. In the nick of time, the recall comes back. Well, a little bit unfortunate for See You Soon, but for you, the Red Giants, this is tough because you want to get Innocent in positions to farm, but with See You Soon being so attentive across the map, they will be able to step them down. But on the other side, it's actually Sakai that finds the bottom tier 1.
Yeah, mid lane fight already committing as well. Once jumping to the backside, try to catch onto Stormy. Stormy laying down the bomb, but Cram will get sacrificed over the Eternal Guard. Also, just
Stormy, nice banget Valley.
Will be able to scratch down Stormy as well. Run goes in for the Slug and Pounce as well. He wants to 1v1 against Innocent, and Run still managed to get away with it. Mid lane crack open. Members from RRG already going down.
So the stark difference in game 1 and game 2. It's like SYS had a breath of fresh air, and I gotta say, it doesn't even seem like they changed their playstyle. It's very similar.
Flicknya dibiarin snowball gini guys, waduh, bahaya sih.
Early games fight, right? Back then in game 1, they had the Link. This time around, it's Nolan. And what stark difference does this make? He's already picked up the Hunter Strike so that he can rotate faster across the map. He's got Sky Piercer, and now he's also got a Malefic Roar to deal with the Barats and the Ruby. So this is fantastic. This is the scaling the See You Soon we're looking for. On top of it all, the Vexana also picked up the Glowing Wand. So, there is the reduced regeneration against this Ruby.
Not only just the Ruby, the Barats as well to a certain extent, right? You want to try to make sure that he sustains in the fight. Great Dragon Spear also being secured by Run. Goes
Ice
into
Queen 1 udah diamankan oleh Stormy ya.
Run you down. You the Red Giants though, what is their answer? This 6.4k ahead, behind. They need to find farm elsewhere, but where do they find it?
I think it's the exact position that See You Soon were in game 1. You're trying to look for pockets of space so that the Moskov can farm. At the same time, you have this Julian that's constantly making the most out of what he can. Because if you go into a team fight now as a Julian, when you're so behind, it's just sweet side. So you're trying to push out these side lanes and then try to hopefully join the rest of his team for a huge team fight. And I think they have an answer in the Ruby. If you can pull off one good I'm offended, this could put Yoodo Giants in the front foot if they can burst someone down fast enough.
Yep, looking dire though. Mid, the Lord marching down mid. You look at the kill score as well. 11 is to 1. Team Cambodia team is just rolling in kills right now. Yoodo Red Giants though has to defend against this upcoming onslaught. The members, Segampang is not around there, however, trusting Lilia to kind of hold on, but Boxy charging it up just slightly. So-called teamwork will be committed, but okay, ultimate from the side of the Moscow will be landed, pushing it away. Yoodo Red Giants defend against Impeccable.
Given that this is only the first lot, I think this is fantastic coming over to you soon. They take out nearly all the outer turrets. I believe they shoot at the top. But before that,
Boxy will be pinning Yums all the way. He gets away back to safety. That's also
Boxy diuntal guys. Bejir. Nice.
Boxy gets taken down by the side of Stormy. Stormy letting out the damage. Sorry, Felix going down next. Sekis as well, coming for a nice flank. Yoodo Red Giants, just a breath of fresh air for them.
Yeah, Cram starting to become that big boy, the front line that they need in this barrage. And this is about the timer that we spoke of. See you soon, they were on a timer. Once Cram becomes tanky, they cut a beat in the early stage of the game.
Cram,
goes into Lycan form. Cram forced the flicker as well, but he will be finding Sekis. And also, not only just that, he has to use his own flicker as well with the threat of the Spear of Destruction by Innocent. See you soon, has to back away. Yoodo Red Giants regaining space.
Gosh, just look at that. You look at the gold leaderboard. The Moskov is slowly starting to catch up. You know, it's turning the farm right now. Julian just slightly behind him, and understandably so, because this Julian hasn't had, you know, the power spike that he's wanted early in the game, and that's partially due to Seosun's management of the early game. They knew that they could take these fights. They had to find the barrage early in the game, but now situations have changed, right? Because Seosun has no longer has the advantage that they had.
Keramnya kecil banget guys ya.
Quickly. However, they are still up ahead in goal. So I think if they find those good pickoffs on the Moskov or the Julian, they can make things work.
Yoodo Red Giants playing as if they don't have that 7k deficit. Just starting to just try to regain as much ground as possible. Sekis, you know, has been around the side lanes, just being a bandit against Seosun, taking away turrets, and that's working very well for Yoodo Red Giants. Seosun, this massive death ball, they need to pay attention to the side lanes. If not, you know, Yoodo Red Giants will steal away a win.
Yeah, Julian just managed to pick up the concentrated energy just earlier, and I think this is good. This is the sustain that Yoodo Red Giants want to do.
Okay.
But because sustain
as well, but will not be able to sustain as well. Cram tried to just outlive all the damage. Pulling the damage down, force feeding Cram, and now
Lord aja guys sih.
Yoodo Red Giants taking one loss, but hold on a second.
Minimal atasnya dulu di clearing, bos.
Seosun will focus on the Lord instead.
Yeah, Yoodo Red Giants making the most of what they lost. They know this lot is out of contention.
Nice banget flicknya. Kena loh. Anjay, di recall-recallin bro. Gila, hati-hati loh. Hati-hati loh.
And very well aware about where the Moskov was. Now the question is, with this enhanced slot marching down Yoodo Red Giant base, can Seosun even enter it? Because you have a Ruby, you know, you have the barrage. If you overextend your welcome, or if you're in a bad positioning, you get a bad team fight. So I think the key here is Boxy. His timing as a Kufa has to be impeccable. He cannot just jump in, afford to get caught up, and if there's no follow-up for the rest of the team, it could be a punish that Seosun don't want to give over to YRG.
Yep, Stormy as well. You know, don't forget, those bombs is just going to land out so much damage and provide so much wave clear as well. And Yoodo Red Giants does have the mechanism to kind of hold people there. But hold on a second, Cram getting a little bit more damage from the side of Flake. Boxy jumping in. It's the timing though. He gets stopped down just a little bit, but he's left alone right here. Boxy is swallowing all the damage from Stormy. Will get assassinated and deleted. See you soon.
Fokus base gak sih? Fokus base, Felix fokus base boy. Kelas 13 menit doang bro, gila. Timnas Bumi dibantai 13 menit doang guys. Cuma Seosun ya guys ya, gelo. Gue yakin sih habis ini SRG bakalan membantai lebih ganas cuy. Feeling gue mah di bawah 13 menit guys, sumpah. Gak percaya, kita lanjut aja buat game ketiga ya. Bye bye.